Please tell me your name
Sir, I am Debabrata Mahana,
and your roll number.
305104.
Okay. So, give me a brief introduction.
Sir, I am Debabrata Mahana from Malkangiri district. I have completed my matriculation and plus 2 from Malkangiri and my LLB is in communication engineering from Gandhi Institute for Technology, Bhubaneswar. Currently, I am working as Asset Manager, Airports Authority of India and posted at Bhubaneswar Airport.
Okay. So, this is second internal, right? So, we will discuss about your optionals. What are your optionals?
Geography and Home Science.
Geography and Home Science. Okay. So, let us start with physical geography then. Tell me basically how the earthquake waves help us in knowing the physical structure of the interior of Earth.
So, to know the internal structure of the Earth, with the physical digging we can't go much deep, whereas we are using the seismic wave because we know the primary wave can penetrate through both solid, liquid and gaseous medium, whereas the secondary wave only penetrates through the solid media and stops by the liquid state. Sorry, sir. So for that, because if we are observing the earthquake at the opposite end of the surface of Earth, so we only used to get the primary wave and secondary wave were not present at that point. So based on that one, we are getting a shadow zone for both the primary and secondary wave and a particular region from 145 degree to 145 degree both and from the magnetic north. So based on that, we are concluding that after the lithosphere, we are getting asthenosphere, which is semi-molten, and whereas the outer core is completely molten state, liquid state.
What about the inner core?
Inner core is solid, sir.
So there are major and minor discontinuities.
Yes, sir.
Tell me about the major discontinuities and minor discontinuities.
There are some 5 discontinuities total, starting from one is the monobic discontinuity. This is between our crust and mantle. One more is
So where we will put rapidity?
rapidity, sir.
There is a rapidity discontinuity
Yes, sir.
also, no?
Yes, sir. Rapidity is below this monobic discontinuity.
Okay, fine. So what is the difference between the Mercalli scale and the Richter scale?
Yes, sir. Mercalli scale is used to measure the damage done by this earthquake, seismic wave, whereas the intensity is measured with the seismic scale. And the range also varies from 0 to 10 and 1 to 9.
So tell me what are the various kinds of volcanoes and according to their strength of eruption.
So volcanoes can be sealed volcano, can be caldera type volcano, can be composite volcano. So intensity I am not able to recall, sir, which one is the highest.
Okay. Strombolian volcano?
Yes, sir.
Have you heard about
Yes,
that?
sir.
Okay. Where is Mount Stromboli?
Italy, sir. Like Sicily.
So tell me something about the various theories of migration. Whatever you know.
Sir, one is Ravensian theory. So that tells like as the distance increases, so the quantity, like the intensity of migration decreases. So based on that one, we are concluding like most of the migration are intrastate migration, and So interstate and international migration decreases chronologically. And whereas the second theory is the Lee's theory, where there are four factors that determines the migration. One is the source itself, then is destination and the individual character, and finally the intervening factor. The pull factor from the destination should be that much intense so that it should overcome both the personal, like the individual character, and the intervening factors, so as to take place the migration.
Okay. Migration, what are the effects of migration, both positive and negative,
Yes.
on the society and on the economy also?
Yes. So it has like bidirectional effect both on the source and the destination. Starting with the source, with the negative effects, as the migration took place, so the vulnerability of the women sections increases because they have to go for all sort of earning thing. The next can be at the destination side, the negative effects will be more people, like the population concentration increases, sex ratio got disturbed, demography itself have a negative impact on that one. Whereas the security, social security, whatever the mechanisms are there, like for services are there, so those are also being hampered because government is not adequately able to provide that. And finally, it leads to squatter and slum population, like with the build-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas positive effect also, sir, because of migration, there is a, because it is leading to the cosmopolitic culture.
Mm-hmm. चेंज करिए अपन, हाँ जगह चेंज करिए अपन, हाँ अहमदाबाद पड़ेगा ग्रुप में जाना है। ओहो नहीं सेटा टिके से तोड़ लिख देता है ना, पर एनीवे ये तो चेंज करिए अपन, सीटा कोई फाइनल नंबर। आगे ओके ओके
So on the positive end, it is leading to the cosmopolitic culture. So because of migrations, people are becoming aware of the socio-economic status that links with the education. So that adds to the educational standard of their kids and children. So those can be added on the positive side, sir. And the workforce also, because we are getting cheap laborers on that aspect, if you are considering, obviously it's a exploitation of the laborers.
Okay, so now coming to soil, what is pedology?
Pedology is the study of formation of soil.
Okay, can you tell me the different process of soil formation, from where it starts and what is the final stage? Final stage is obviously formation of soil, but
So
from where does it start?
It starts from the bedrock. Then actually not able to recall the steps, sir.
Okay, it is fine. So, what is the difference between your binary star theory, okay, and a single star theory?
Yes.
Can you tell me?
So, like sir, in a single planet theory of solar formation, so there we are considering that there is only one nebula or the star that exists, primitive person. It can exist in different nomenclature. So that was because of the solidification of that particular central star, and chronologically after solidification, the outer layer emerged from the central star, and consequent fragmented into the different parts, so for say 9 parts, so that converts into the planet formation. That can be the single star theory, whereas like binary star theory considers there was existing of 2 stars. One is the protoson, can be one, another will be an intruding star. Because of the intruding star, the larger gravitational force attracts a chunk of mass from the body of the star, and further it results in the formation of planets.
Okay. So tell me something about von Theron's theory.
So von Theron theory deals with the agricultural setup. So as per his theory, there will be all the farmers will try to locate the central place as close to the central city as close as possible to the central city. But there are two things. It determined by the locational rent and the type of cropping they undertake. Because as they move closer to the central city, the rent will increase, so as to bear that one, that their produce should be able to compensate, that should be able to earn that much, so that they will be able to pay back the locational rent. And this whole theory can be altered if you are introducing a secondary city or a navigable river, because both the case the inherent character of the initial city will be changed.
Okay. Tell me something about Rostov's stages of development.
Yes. So, sir, there were 5 stages of Rostov's development. First is the primitive society. Then it comes to the pre-stage for takeoff. Then it will go to the take-up stage. Then I guess finally it goes to the mass consumption stage. I think I forgot one step.
Okay.
Traditional society, there is a pre-stage for takeoff, then takeoff stage. Then drive to maturity, and finally into mass consumption, like high mass consumption stage.
Okay. India is in which stage now?
Takeoff stage,
Takeoff stage?
like on the stage 3.
Okay. Are you sure India is in stage 3?
Sir, I am not sure.
What is the most important factor that impacts the growth of forests? Can you tell me? Growth of forests.
Growth of forest. The extent to which it is being interfered by the modern civilization. Or climatic factor can be one more.
Yes, there will be climatic factors, there will be other factors as well that will decide whether a forest grows fast or it does not grow.
Yes.
Okay. Now come to some parts of theoretical geography. What is possibilism? What is determinism? And who are the proponents of them?
So possibilism is we are telling the earth has given us lot of possibilities to explore. That depends on the extent of the technology we are undertaking. So based on that one and our own determination, so we will explore different outcome. So that is possibilism. And whereas determinism is we are of the view that earth has already decided the limit or the extent to which we can grow, or the ways in which we are supposed to grow.
Okay. Okay. Can you tell me what are at least 3 depositional and 3 erosional landforms formed by fluvial or flowing water?
Starting with the depositional, sir, It can be delta, can be a natural levees. It can be
Okay.
erosional, can be potholes. It can be U-shaped valley and V-shaped valleys.
Mhm.
So in that depositional we can have Oxbow Lake also.
Okay. So coming to Indian geography,
So,
can you tell me something about the coal deposits in India? Which geological time scale they basically belong to? The coal deposits.
coal deposits. Coal deposits are dated back to Gondwana age, sir,
Acha. Okay.
because of the
Mhm. What is Wegener's theory? What did he basically propose? What did he mean by continental drift?
yes,
Give some proofs of continental drift.
yes. So as per Wegener's, continental drift was because of two forces. One is was the tidal force, and second was the polar fleet. Sorry, sir, polar fleet. Based on that one, sir, because of the gravitational force of the moon upon the landmass was differentiated, because he has considered Ciel is floating over Sima, and Ciel is the landmass, and Sima is the continental form.
Mhm.
So because of the differential attraction of moon's like gravitational force on Ciel and Sima, that relative movement leads to the westward movement. So that was because of this tidal force. Whereas the polar flea is responsible for the northward movement of the continent. It can be evident. What are the evidence he has given is the one is that placer deposit and the gold deposits on both South American and South African region, and the jigsaw theory, fit theory also one evidence he has put forth. Whereas biological evidence also he has given the similar biological existence in Australia, South America, and Africa.
Okay. Fine. So now coming to some part of Indian geography, other parts of Indian geography. Tell me something about the formation of the Himalayas, the process of the formation of the Himalayas. What is the process of, or what is the this entire process of mountain building called?
Mountain formation.
Mountain building. Is it called epirogeny
Yes, sir. So
or orogeny?
no, origin.
What is epirogeny then? That is continental.
Continental, yes.
Okay.
Orogenic process. There are a lot of theories. One can be the geosyncline theory, and
Okay.
another can be like the most acceptable theories are geosyncline and plate tectonic. So considering about the plate tectonic, there was a Tethys Sea in between our Indo-Australian plate and Eurasian plate. In the due course, it was consumed completely, and formation of the Trans-Himalayas. And whereas the collision between the Eurasian and the Indian Indo-Australian plate resulted into the formation of main Himalayas. And because of the strike was in the threefold, like sequence, so the three outer Himalaya, inner Himalaya, and the main Himalaya, outer Himalaya, and inner Himalaya formed.
Okay, fine. So, tell me something about the major river systems of India,
So,
the perennial rivers.
perennial rivers are three major systems. One is Indus system, another is the Ganga system, and finally Brahmaputra system.
And what is the origin of these three?
Yes,
Which
sir.
glaciers?
Indus is from the Mansarovar glacier. Sir. Glacier.
Okay, that is fine.
So,
Mansarovar basically. Then,
Ganga is from the Gomukh near Uttarakhand. That Gangotri Glacier,
Mm-hmm.
whereas Brahmaputra is also near that Mansarovar region. Exactly that glacier I'm not able to remember, sir.
So China building dams on Brahmaputra,
Yes, sir.
it is good for India or not good for India?
No, sir. It is a threat to the Indian like sovereignty, because they are using the water as a weaponization kind of, because of the three gauge dam or the different other dams they are building. Because of the upper riparian, they are not sharing the hydrological data properly with India. At times when we are deficit of water, they are storing that one, and at times when there is surplus water during the rainy season, they are releasing the waters that is causing the flood in the Arunachal and Assam. Whereas we have seen incidents of breaking of dam that causes some life and physical losses in our Indian states.
Mhm. Okay. So coming to your other optional, that is
Home science.
home science. So tell me something about the whatever principles of extension education that you know. First tell me what is extension education in simple terms.
So
Then you can tell me about principles of extension education.
extension education is the process in which we are trying to deliver the knowledge and education to the persons who are left out of the normal curriculum. So in simple word, these can be the ruralites or the marginal persons. Uh, so this is an informal process where it is we are trying to disseminate the knowledge and the skill and technology, and trying to bring a behavioral change upon them, so as to they can have a like they can utilize those behavioral changes in their day-to-day life, and that will benefit them in both socially and economically.
Okay. So you have studied about communication in extension.
Yes.
What are the various barriers to communication? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir. So basically, sir, barriers to the communication can be, first is the type of message we are originating. First is the, sir, the destination, the receiver, the target population. If they are not aware of the, suppose they are not literate, or they are not aware of the message that we are communicating with a proper encryptions or something. So that can be one. Second is the like the teaching aid itself. Suppose the educator or the sender is not familiar. If he is familiar with a particular set of communication like teaching device, but if that teaching device is not available at a particular place, that can be one more hindrance. And finally, the process and the environment where we are delivering the teaching and learning process. So if that is that can be one more hindrance. For say, if in this classroom we will consider if the lights are not available, if suppose this AC is not working, so this can be another hindrance for the whole process.
Okay. So differentiate between individual modes of communication, mass modes of communication, and group modes of communication,
So,
with an example of each.
yes. So individual communication is a person-to-person communication, face-to-face communication. So the main advantage of this type of communication is the confidence building. But the drawback can be like it is more time-consuming and it requires lot of manpower. So the example can be like direct visit, the home visit or farm visit, or it can be a call to the concerned person directly from the expert. So this can be individual communication, whereas in group communication, there will be a like-minded persons of a small group, small or medium groups. It can ranges from number 10 to number 50 also. So there, all these the person in the group will be having a common interest. So here, the advantage for the teacher is that they will save some time and not and some effort also. So it can be like as some technology demonstration or a workshop. So that can be an example of a group communication. Whereas in terms of mass communication, it is we are targeting a like heterogeneous public where that include a like lot of person. So the main intention is just to aware them of the information, not to provide any specific knowledge. That can be in any kind of public meeting or using a PA system in a like gathering. So those can be an example of a mass communication.
Okay. Social media will be example of what?
Social media is that of two types. Like we are using for say WhatsApp. That can be a personal communication because one-to-one also we are having a communication, and sometimes we are creating groups and we are sharing our detail to more than one person. So that can be a group communication also. Whereas other social medias like Facebook, Instagram and all, that will be a mass, even we can say it will like a group or mass communication also.
Okay. So, if you are to select a site to build a house, what are the different factors you will keep in mind?
First is the location where the site is located and the different directions, north facing site, or next we'll see the sanitation facilities, drainage facility, the sloping of the particular place, and the soil upon which the land that it has to be built. It should not be very much muddy kind of thing or very much sandy. So it should be mixture of both. It should not be of very hard rock, so that digging into and foundation building would be difficult. And then I need to check the convenience and the facilities that are available for say drainage, road connectivity, nearest railway stations, public places. And finally, sir, I'll check the legality of the particular plot or the land with the neighbors and the legal experts.
Okay. So, what do you mean by balanced diet? And give me some, what should be the constitution or what are the constituents of balanced diet?
Balanced diet, a diet that like contains all the nutrients that is required for a normal healthy survival and living. So it should have carbohydrate, protein, fat, minerals, vitamins in the adequate quantity. If have to give a rough balanced diet, then we should have carbohydrate consumption with some maybe say around 100 grams or 150 grams. Then a protein consumption, that should be the secondary to the carbohydrate because that will help in bodybuilding and at times it can provide energy too. Finally, the fat consumption should be less because we need 50 to 60 gram of fat per day. That will be sufficient. Then vitamins and minerals we should ensure through fruits, vegetables, even taking of consuming milks or some kind of like some plant proteins. And like fibers consumption should also be taken into consideration and with adequate water consumption.
Okay, and what, how will you be benefited as an administrator by your knowledge of home science? In which particular domains will you be benefited?
So if you see nowadays government is running lot of even nutritional programs also. For say there is Poshan Abhiyan is there. Even under NRHM we are providing meals to the like lactating and the pregnant women through ANMs. So that can be if those plan like sometimes it not directly falls under the administrator, but that supervision of those plans is can undertaken by a suppose a BDO or other administrator. This is one field. Second is the textile knowledge. So because now we are empowering SHGs and different NGOs to provide skill and market oriented training. So that can also be further enhanced by my home science knowledge. And finally, this extension education itself is the things are the core of the job that an administrator has to perform.
Okay. So my final question would be, tell me something about your different methods of food preservation, so that the food will not be spoiled.
So we can store the food. First thing is by varying the temperature. So as we are putting the food into cold storage, the reaction of the microorganisms, even the availability of the water to the microorganism, that reduces, so it increases the shelf life. Second, we can add some additives with the limited quantities, with the prescribed quantity to store this. And finally, one dehydration can be one more idea. If we are removing the water from the food product, depending on the food products, so that the bacteria or the microorganisms won't get the sufficient moisture content to further like grow or to spoil the food.
Okay, so that will be the end of the interview. Thank you. ठीक अच्छी आपनकर सब पॉइंट्स पे कवर करछन्ती
पढ़ी नथली जे सर ड्यूटी पड़थिले तो सर काल तो ठीक अछि टाइम अछि तो टिके पढ़ी की जीवी सर
हां एगुडा माने आमे प्रिपेयर होछु सब एंगल रो बोली गुडा अदरवाइज एबे जो पैटर्न रे से पचारुछन्ती क्वेश्चंस मु एते माने आई डोंट थिंक कि किछि ऑप्शनल रो टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन आसीबो जहा आसीबो how it is related to administration, and generic applicative questions आसीबो so माने पर्सनालिटी रे टेस्ट करछु ओएफएस रे भी शेयर करले
पर्सनालिटी माने से
पर्सनालिटी इज लाइक व्हाट इज योर थॉट प्रोसेस किछि अपन सिचुएशंस देबे सेठी अपन केमति रिएक्ट करछन्ती और केते बैलेंस अछन्ती ठीक अछि एडवर्सिटी रे अपन केमति रिएक्ट करिवे सेही गुरा से पहुंचो
अपन जो से लेक्सिकन रो ଗୋଟେ बुक शेयर करथले
हां से तार केस स्टडी तार लीडरशिप भी अछि ओटे चैप्टर सेटा भी पढ देले तारे अपन किछटा डिसीजन मेकिंग डिलेमास रिसेंटली देछि केटा से गुरा भी अपन जानले ई आंसर सुडा बड़ भलो देते
ठीक है सर
ओके थैंक यू
सर गोटे सर केवल